Alrighty. Hello everyone. I am finally back. And we're here today with AF3 Season 8 still. But today at Monza. And I think the first thing that anyone must be wondering at this point is why is there so much damn fog? Well, we didn't realize that the heavy fog setting for the weather randomization would be this foggy. This is... We didn't expect this, alright? This is... Don't, we understand it's crazy. But we had T1 is going to be horrible. You know what? How about what I'm going to do just to show you guys what it's really like. Let's go first person camera with. Let's go for a different camera. Thank you, Lipsy, for subscribing again with Prime for 13 months. Happy foggy demise. Will do, will do. Hold on, just gonna mess with my sound settings. Alright, we're back. But currently the pace does seem to be with João Guerra. Throughout practice, it was kind of a ding-dong battle between him, Jacques Olivier, and Lil Miata. Lil Miata currently, however, having not set a representative lap, but João and Jack only separated by about 9/100ths of a second, with João on a pretty decent lap right now, only losing about 300ths in the first sector. And the run down to these corners is crazy. See, there's, you can see what's in front of you. Oh, thank you, Lipsiaz, for gifting that sub to Bjarne Brian. One of our AF4 drivers. Thank you very much, Lipsiaz. Very, very kind of you today. Let me get the chat box up there. I'll make it a little bit smaller actually so you can see more of the action. There you go. Joao about 1/10 off in the second sector. Doesn't look like he'll be able to improve on this lap unless this last sector of his is mighty impressive. View account here. But yeah, Joao actually now being overtaken for first place, or beaten to provisional pole by Jacques Olivier. So you see, from these trackside cameras, it does look a lot worse than it is. Oh yes, and yeah, sorry, Moonwalker 23, as Lipsiaz is saying quite rightly, we're gonna have two 15-minute races, each with an additional lap at the end. The second race, however, will be with a reverse grid. So the top 15 will be reversed. So the person who finishes 15th will be on pole, and the person who finishes first will be 15th. Young gentleman. Yes, Lipsias, you are a young gentleman. In case you guys are wondering, my my commentary snack for today, or commentary snacks, is a croissant and 2 waffles. I'm very, very, very healthy. I will indeed say perkele. I was watching now Jacques Olivier blitzing through the fog, 5,000 square in his first sector. However, losing about 6/10 in his second one. Let's go with someone else, see what's happening. Someone that isn't a Supra, maybe. Juan Manuel Gutierrez, racing here as a reserve. Not awfully far off the pace in the anime car. It's his trackside cameras, dude. You just can't see the cars. It's just ridiculous. Actually insane. And Epley, no, not today. All right, I do these semi-seriously. No offense. Sharpatron joins the fight. It's very eerie. It feels very. Not that you're not serious. It's just that when I do these streams, when I do AF3, I have a certain flow. If you've watched any of the other ones, I do not stop talking. It's not that I don't want you here. It's just that I can't physically have room for other people. Next stream, you can't. You gotta let me know beforehand, and then we can do it. All right. You gotta prepare. I can't just be like with 5 minutes of quali left to go, and you're like, hey, let me join. Appreciate the enthusiasm. We want Epelu. Yes, Riley. We want Epelu. Sorry, I should get back focused on what's going on track right now. We're the top 6, all Supras currently. The current order, as you can see, Jack Olivier on provisional pole with 5 minutes left to go. Joao Vicente Guerra 3/10 behind. Currently second on the grid. He's warming up his tyres for another run. I do believe on this track, tyre temperature is going to be quite important. Yeah. So we'll see now. Actually, we're not going to see because of the fucking fog. Gonna imagine that Joao Guerra is coming through the fog to start another flying lap to try and pip Jacques Olivier to pole position. This is way better done from these in-car angles like this. But yes, behind these front 2 protagonists, we've got Nemanja Popovic and Ali Yardimcha in P3 and P4. Philip Bauer 5th, Natogo Batobo P6. Juan Manuel Gutierrez 7th with almost exactly a 2-minute time. Anto as a reserve in P8. Alfie Bevan, or Bevan, P9. And 10th as Antonio Rodaleo. Shiny Waffles actually going through into P7, pushing Juan back a little bit, making up a trio of Alpines. But yes, as I was saying, Antonio Rodaleo, if I'm saying that wrongly, I don't know, my apologies. In 11th, Lomiata P12. Arda, for the first time in a long time, I believe, has joined the server and is currently in the 13th on the grid. Let's hope we can get a decent performance from him. Mosquito, 15th behind G750 and 14th. Kevin, 16th. V-Wolf, 17th. Brodizzi, 18th. And Charbertrand, currently without a lap, in 19th. Quite a wide spread, about 5 seconds across the whole grid today. But, yeah, let's cheer on Anto. Go on. Go on, Anto, you got this. Alright, 2 minutes left to quali to go, and the order's looking fairly set at the moment, although I do believe Joao could probably have some time left in him to potentially push Jacques out of that first place as he takes a nice long cut there. I think he's going to try and go for one more lap. With a 2-minute lap time, gotta be careful here. Gotta make sure you got enough time to do it. That is some superior driving right there. Let's see what Nemanja Popovic can do in the meantime. As Joao warms up for his final attempt, Bewolf goes up to 15th, pushes Mosquito down to 16th. Getting a little bit rowdy on the exit there. Is he also on an out lap? Or actually, I do believe this is a timed lap right now for Nemanja Popovic. Hopefully, can see improvement from him, but we'll stick with him for the time being. Try this track cam, as I like to call it now, the fog cam. Because, like, what the fuck? Where is the car? Why is there only 11 people watching? I don't know. You tell me, Apple. You tell me. Nothing I can do about it. The webcam fell. The cameras on Monza are so bad for this because they're all so wide angle. They just follow the car coming from a mile off. Lomiata now really putting his name up there, going into the third. Only 2/10 behind Joao Vicente Guerra in second. Awesome performance from him right there in the Alpine. I do believe that'll be all the time he has, unless he's going to use this lap as a timed one. A little bit shaky in the exit there, but I don't know if he'll be able to do anything better there. What's the usual viewer amount? Well, it depends on the league, Eppley. Drinking, yeah. Everybody's drinking their asses off, yes. Doing a vomiting contest, yes. So mainland Europe is a different place, guys. Jesus Christ. People are probably just out and about, I would say. A lot of the people that race here, maybe, or that would watch a race would rather be doing something else on their Friday night around about 8, 9 p.m. Which makes sense. Oh, that might be the lap over then for little Miata right there. Average AF1 viewer count. Now that, my friend, is around about... it often goes up to about 20, 30? 30-something sometimes. Josh does an excellent job streaming, and to add to that, Fridays just, Sundays. Nice and free for most of the people in our server, probably, so... AF4 gets a hell of a lot, actually. I do recall in the sort of revamp, the first round at Magione, there's like 20 to 30 viewers, maybe more, actually. Come on, Vivos, you got this. Show us what you can do in the race, man. Punt everyone out the way. Easy. Yes, Epley, the good old proper days, or as I like to call it, us being in a pandemic and people having not much else to do. So, I don't know. Don't be like, oh, the good old days. Yeah, because we were in, like, the throes of a pandemic. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Third time lucky, Epley. You can spell. Congrats. Yeah, or air. Thanks. All right. Anyways, let's get back to what we're here for, rather than Epley's perfect spelling skills. Jacques Olivier qualifies pole yet again. Well, for like, I don't know, third or second time this... must be third or fourth time this season. But he's had some permanent real estate on that front row. That one thing, that's something that has to be said. Joao Vicente Guerra lining up second on the grid. Lomiata, really great job in the Alpine to be third on the grid. I think he has some real pace, could really be fighting up there for definitely the podium and hopefully a win. Ali Adamcha, though, P4, the first Polaris car on the grid, followed closely behind by his teammate Nemanja Popovic, starting at P5, Turbo P6 in the Social Credit Racing Supra, Philip Bauer in this funky thing, which I'm really happy with this livery. Oh my god. No, P7 from Philip Bauer. Anto with a very, very, very good performance in P8 in, well, I'm gonna assume is a car that he really hasn't driven very much. Oh, I got flashbanged. As the cars are now on the grid. Can I see them? From here I can. From here I can. From here I can. Just about. You know what we're gonna do? Hold on. Oh, hold on. My game's. Oh no! I thought my game had crashed. Sorry. It just did the funny thing where it kind of just vanishes into thin air. But I was going through the qualifying order until I got distracted by a skin. But sorry, yes. Anto P8, Shiny Waffles P10, Alfie Bevan P10, Juan P11, Antonio Rodalea P12, Daniel Ricciardo or Arda Kirabayer in 13th, G750 in 14th, Charles Bertrand P15, Vivulf's 16th, Mosquito 17th, Kevin 18th, ProDZ 19th, Vesselverhaden P20, and that's about it for the grid. We're gonna go with this camera right here. We'll follow Jack on the start as all lights grey, 3, 4, 5, 6 red lights. And away we go here at Monza. Jack gets a very clean start, further behind everyone else off the grid as we vanish now into the fog. Not going to see anything for a little bit. As we're coming up to T1, I can't see shit. This is just beautiful. What is up with these cameras? These cameras are absolutely awful. Jacques Olivier now behind Joao Guerra after T1. Joao leads the field. A lot of chaos behind has happened. Vessel's already disconnected. But Lil Miata third. Joao lifting off, letting... that was absolute chaos. I'm so sorry I didn't catch any of that, guys. But this is... As you can see, the track cameras are just atrocious. Nemanja making a move there on Ali. Alfie Bivan up into P6 now. Right after Nemanja Povic. Great start for him, actually, in his car. Jacques Olivier first still. Lil Miata up into second. Joao dropping down to third after some cut, I'm assuming, on the first lap. Have to wait for the cars to come back round again. Joao following closely behind Lil Miata. Lil Miata 5/10 off of Jacques Olivier. Jesus, this is just fog. Ali Amchuk closely being followed by his teammate Nemanja Popovic. Almost bump drafting right there. Probably that was a bump draft, to be completely honest. Seems Ali got a bit of a speed boost there. As they now take the chicane here. Now they go into the next straight. Maybe Nemanja will give Ali yet another bump draft. Lil Miata, however, only 4/10 behind Jacques Olivier. I want to say that this this Alpine's cornering ability is quite significant, and I think on the exits like these, unless he's going to do that and get oversteer, you can probably get the better exit compared to Jack ahead of him. Currently losing a little bit of time though on the main straight as they all now go back down to the first corner. Nemanja still very close, going to give Ali another little bump draft. Very, very cheeky. Some team tactics playing perfectly out here. Ali getting a real speed boost towards Joao into T1. Treacherous corner. You can see from this POV how difficult it is to actually see the corner you're going for. A little bit of chaos around here. Oh, some people sliding around. That is Vivulfs and Shiny Waffles that have had an incident, I do believe. Is that VSC? No, that is not a VSC. We are still under racing conditions, but Vivulfs falling down the order just a little bit, down into 13th. Up further ahead, Zogo Batoba and Philip Bauer going side by side into the corner. Philip Bauer with the inside, going to make the move on Togwa or keep the position. At least a little bump in the rear from Juan. What are you looking at, Juan? Mosquito into point scoring positions, and I say that and he demises. Goes off, is going to lose maybe a position or two. Commentator's curse match. Lil Miata, however, still within a second. Within a second of Jacques Olivier. Joao Guerra getting a little bit closer to him by now. Just about still seeing his car up ahead through the fog. Lil Miata a little bit shaky on exit. Interesting use of track limits right there, but just about keeping it on the track. Shiny Waffles being overtaken, I do believe, by Antonio Radolea. Antonio now ahead in that corner. Kevin Vivulfs follow the two of them. Got to go F5 on this straight because it's absolutely ridiculous. Just can't even cope with that. But Shiny Waffles side by side with Antonio into the next corner. We're just looking at Fog now. This is wonderful. Shiny Waffles with the outside switches down to the inside, takes his line, and is now ahead back again of Antonio Raduleo going in through the last corner. However, a little bit of a slipstream battle developing right here. Antonio close behind Shiny into the first corner, or heading towards the first corner for the time being. He's going to pull out to the right, setting it up, but not going to chance it, letting Shiny Waffles keep that P10 spot, but going to go a little bit wider, hoping to get that better exit, hoping Shiny goes wide, and that is exactly what has happened. Shiny Waffles now fully under pressure. Antonio looking towards the outside for the sweeping right-hander, slots in behind him again, just for that little bit of extra slipstream help. But currently, Lil Miata seemingly letting Jack Olivier go a little bit further up at the front. 1 second now ahead. Antonio backing out once again, letting Shiny Waffles take his line and keep P10 for now. Shiny, better exit here. Radulea getting a little bit lost on that exit there, but we do have a nice little battle brewing here for 7th place, involving Juan, Philip Bauer, and Togo Patobo. Through they go onto the next straight. Philip a little bit shaky on exit, but keeping the car all good. Togo, Philip, and Gutierrez, thank you for the horn right there. All three of them going through the fog one by one, down to the next chicane. Through they come again. It's kind of novel to see the cars just popping out of the fog like that, but it just ain't that fun when you can't see them for any other rest of the times. Either way, through they all go, following each other nice and close. Anyone within slipstreaming distance? I don't believe so. Philip Bauer, however, is the closer one to Togo Patobo at the moment. Is going to try some late braking here, but no, I do believe what his focus will be now is to get that really good exit going onto the last straight. Going to be testing the absolute limit of the grip of that Supra on that exit. Nothing much going on right there for the time being, but I do believe one of the closest battles we have on track right now is Gerhard pressuring Miata for that 2nd place spot. Slightly better exit here. Getting the power down very nice and cleanly. Absolutely riding the curbs there in this section. One thing I will note again, with 8 minutes left to go, Jacques isn't actually running away with it that much. It's actually, the gap's gone down a little bit again. Only about 1.3 seconds between him and Lil Miata currently. Miata putting up an excellent pursuit at the moment to keep that close. I say that he does lose about 3 tenths in that sector, in that little section right there. But these three still in battle, having had nothing change just about yet. I'm watching this battle right up ahead. Joao has closed up a lot on Lil Miata in this final sector. Everyone trying just to battle with their rear ends on the exits of these corners. Joao following Miata nice and closely. Getting closer and closer and closer. Slipstreaming down this long old straight into the unknown, into the fog. There you go. Let's watch it from this POV. Joao decides to take the outside here. Lil Miata, leaves the room. They both leave the room, but a little bit of contact right there. And we almost had a Max Lewis at Monza type thing going on right there. But the two of them make it through just about okay. Joao now having the position quite strongly taken. And this is not what they need at the moment. These two both basically essentially letting the wind slip at this point, unless they can pull out something remarkable. but I want to believe that Miata will have an answer for what Joao has pulled off right there, and will hopefully keep the pursuit up for the remainder of this race. In the meantime, this battle's still going on. Philip Bauer very close to the back of Togo Turbo's car into this next section. It's so tantalizingly close. It's kind of almost appearing that unless you're within that really close slipstream range, you can't really make many maneuvers, and it indeed is race 1. Mattia. Race 1 it is, as we now still follow Philip Bauer chasing down Togo Turbo for 7th spot up ahead. Not an awful lot of action going on here. Togo Turbo following Alfie Bivan, gets a little bit wild on the exit. Gonna lose a few kph there. Antonio Radulea has gone to the pits. Interesting there. I wonder what the if there's been a mistake or he's gone off or something or other, but there has indeed something gone wrong for him in this race. Not what he would want. He goes back to the pits, and there we go. Ooh, Masito. Seemingly spinning on his own. Not sure what's going on there. Has been a race probably to forget for him at the moment. Looking to be in points positions earlier on, but since falling down the order and now being 9th place, or 19th place, my apologies. We're going to keep following this low. Actually, Togo Turbo closing up a lot on Alfie Bevan up ahead. The McLaren faltering just a little bit towards in the last stage of this race. Only 4 minutes left to go right now. Everything is kind of spread out just a little bit. This battle, though, still pretty damn close. Cleanly through there from Bauer, makes up at least a couple tenths there. Now is really, really close to the back of Togo Turbo yet again on this lap. Slightly better exit there. Togo again. Going to try to go for as good of an exit as possible. Really just want to avoid all the understeer possible. 3 tenths separating them now. Philip Bauer really starting to pressure Togo, hoping for any mistakes he can find from the man himself, Togo. Later braking than him. Nice, healthy curb usage there. And now just making sure no oversteer on the exit here. That is exactly what he will want in this situation. Togo going a little bit wider in the exit. And almost side by side they now are. Here they come through the smoke into fog into the first corner. Bauer going to go for the outside, going a little bit deep, but he will have probably the better exit onto the main straight, giving Togo back that position, but he's going to just need every little ounce of that slipstream coming back onto the main straight. Couple more laps to go. Swings out to the left. Far, much higher speed differential. Whoa, Masito sitting on the main straight. Not great from him. Although, I do believe just letting faster cars by. But Philip Bauer around that outside. Later braking, and the move seems to be made. A little bit of a tap there from Togo, but an awesome, awesome move to go around the outside into T1 and take 7th position of Togo Turbo. Awesome stuff right there. As I say that in the meantime, Charbatron and V-Wolf's down to T1. Battling nice and close. Things are Charbatron electing not to go for that one. And instead, very cautiously, take the runoff and rejoin behind V-Wolf's. Very respectful driving is up ahead. Lomiata and Joao battling. I didn't think these guys were going to be battling because of the gap had increased to about a couple seconds, but back they are together now. P2 and P3. Lomiata now seemingly was ahead of Joao for a moment there, but Joao has muscled back past him. Something must have happened. A mistake must have been made, but the battle for P2 has just hotted up. Lomiata looking to the outside, slightly faster than Joao going to this corner. Joao moves across to defend the line. Lomiata switches over to the left, the other side. Switcheroo for the two of them. Into the next corner they go. Into the chicane. Little bit of oversteer for Lomiata there. Joao does have the higher speed, and the gap increases once again between the two of them. Turbo and Juan together. Togo now hemorrhaging positions. The second one he's lost in the space of a few corners, but Juan now up into 8th. on his AF3 Season 8 debut, I would want to say. Whoa, a little bit of a lag moment there from Togwa. Interesting for a second. I hope we don't see more of that. But Toga, okay, I'm so sorry I missed that. But Toga, deeper, later braking than Juan Manuel Gutierrez in that case. Now, side by side, they go down to the first corner. Toga with the outside line right now. Little lurches forward, little movements around as they both switch gears at different points in the track. Juan only just now deciding to get into the slipstream, getting a tiny little boost, looking to the outside. Juan later on the brakes, but Togwa does keep that inside. Runs him off the track, pretty much identical to a Monza 2021. Interesting right there. Interesting little battle right there. Leaving enough space, who knows? But Joao and Lil Miards are still up at the front. We're going to see the penultimate lap right now. Ooh, a little bit of... don't know if that's a cut. Would have to check track limits at the end, but Joao taking a very creative line right there through the corner. Lil Miards still so close, only 2/10 behind. Losing a little bit of time through that section. It's all about managing the oversteer. These cars just want to get the tail out, it seems, with all the setups that people have developed throughout the seasons. You just want no little TC as possible with these automobiles. 6/10 now separating them as they go as what now becomes the second to last lap of the race. Jacques Olivier comfortably in the lead by about 6 seconds. Further back, things are a bit more stable. This does seem to be the closest battle on track. Mosquito having no luck still, down in 19th place, just not having a good race. On to the final lap. We go now, Jacques Olivier. Let's have a little look at him. Very comfortably up here at the front, but I do believe they're gonna be coming up upon. I want to say there's a back mark. I want to say it's Antonio Radolea up ahead of them. Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, it's not. It's not Mosquito. It's not any of these guys. I wonder who is on track ahead of Jacques Olivier. I do wonder. Either way, we'll find out soon enough who our mystery man is. Either way, Jacques commanding this race very securely. Oh, Philip Bauer, Alfie Bivan. Philip Bauer now managing to get past Alfie Bivan into this next section. Alfie Bivan and the McLaren trying to look for a way back, but Philip is going to take P6 before the chicane. Very good line through there in the chicane from Bivan. Looks to the left on Bauer ahead of him. Going to try a little bit of a switchback, but Bauer with the better line throughout that corner, better exit. Powers on ahead in that Supra. Might be the move made there for P6. However, Alfie with the better exit in that corner. Trying to look around. This seems to be the only battle right now that's of any real significance. Philip Bauer holding that inside. Very nice and tight. Alfie gonna have to follow him through. Oh, so close, side by side. Alfie holds it around the outside. A little bit of creative track limits use again. Common theme here today. However, onto the final stretch before the final corner they go now. Alfie Bivan right behind Philip Bauer. Jack has just gone through to win the race with the fastest lap. Philip covers the line. Alfie, wider line here for the switchback. Is he going to try around the outside? He attempts it, but it's not going to be enough. Philip just with a tiny bit more speed. He's going to be following him to the line. But I do want to say it's going to be Philip Bauer crossing the line to finish P6. Awesome battle to the end from these two. Togo Paturbo, however, a little drag race with Juan. Absolutely demolishing Juan as they go across the line. Juan holds on to that 8th place position. Awesome race from him. As a reserve, awesome stuff from Togo as well. Awesome battling from that little group right in the middle of the pack. Awesome stuff from the lot of these guys. Charbertrand going to finish 3/10 behind Kevin. Daniel Ricciardo in the other Turkish Torpedoes car going to come across the line to finish P15. Nab that final points awarding place. Actually, Daniel Ricciardo are going to start P1. It's going to be a Turkish Torpedoes front row here. Mosquito coming through the pack. Still a lap down from the rest of the field. Yeah, gonna make up the back of the pack. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That, I do believe, is a race. Indeed, Alfie would have just needed one more lap. One more lap. That was a pretty decent one, actually. Some not bad battles. Some good stuff going on, but I do believe at a track like Monza, when the field starts very much in order of their lap, in their pole times, you are going to get a fair bit of spreading, which we did get, of course, but some decent battles were also had. And now I do believe in race 2 we're going to see quite a lot more battling with the reverse grid from P1 to P15. Yes, Stig's Italian cousin. Racing the safety car. However, as I eat a nice big chunk of waffle and hear the horn once again, I'll take you through the reverse grid for this race because I do believe this is going to be quite spicy. Arda starting from pole position and the other Turkish Torpedoes car making up the front row with Charbertrand behind the wheel in second. Kevin starting third, Vivol starting fourth, G750 fifth, Shiny Waffles P6, Toggle Turbo seventh, Philip Bauer, where's he gone? Have I missed something? He just doesn't seem to be in his grid spot. Juan Manuel Gutierrez P8, Philip Bauer seemingly ninth. Interesting there. My ears. I can't hear shit. We're not even going to do that. Ali Adam starting P11, Lil Miata P12, Joao Vicente Guerra P13, Jack Olivia P14, Anto P15. We're going to just leave that for the time being. I want to watch the start from Anto's perspective. Actually, we'll go with Daniel Ricciardo for the start. We'll go from this angle. Daniel Ricciardo seemingly getting off to a pretty decent start at the moment. Vivol's already looking hungry for positions on the tail end of Charbertrand. Going to follow him. It's 3 wide into the first corner. Looking generally pretty clean at the moment. Through they all go. Slowly, that is so Shiny Waffles being turned around. Oh, they're all just jostling and barging and bumping, but I do believe they're all through pretty cleanly. Through that, but Jack Olivier already up 6 positions into P9. That is quite something. Him and Ali go side by side now through the long right-hander. I'm so bad with corner names, but Lil Miata, Ali, and Nemanja all battling in close quarters. Jack Olivier going to be biding his time, looking for a good exit on the lot of them. Ali slotting to the side behind Nemanja. Jack looking to make it 3 wide, but going to back out of it. Nemanja gets shunted aside, opening the door for Jack. And going to potentially give him 2 positions here because of some messy overtaking. Side by side they go, Ali and Jack. Jack getting a much better exit. Ali getting touched out wide. And the nice little bump draft from the Mania going to give Ali the speed boost. That is some team strategy right there. Charles meanwhile going into the lead. I just want to keep my eye on this battle right here from these two drivers. Ali with the inside still. Jack, is he going to have to concede? No, he goes wide, extends the track just a little bit, but still Ali then extending the track further. Going to get another bump draft from his teammate. It's a speed boost again. He's going past Jack, just a little bit of a speed advantage. Side by side they go into this next corner. Jack much later under braking goes very, very, very wide there. Both of him and Jack going wide. Jack getting pushed out onto the gravel there. Very, very intriguing. Jack falling all the way down the order into P15. This has been an interesting lap for him, all the way up to P9 and all the way back down to P15. Very, very, very interesting there. Battling there. Everyone's seemingly forgetting that there was a braking zone coming up after that corner. Let's take a little look back up at the front. Charles leading this race ahead of his teammate. The two Turkish Torpedoes cars still in first and second place, still holding on. Lil Miata up into third already after starting P14. This is exactly what he'd want. Awesome stuff from him. I didn't realize he'd come that far up the order. But there you go from him. Togwa up into P6 currently. I hate you track cameras. I hate you so much. Why are they so bad at Monza? Anyways, Togwa trying up the inside of Kevin. Kevin holding it better though. Togwa not able to make it work. Oh, we was going a little bit wide there through that section of corners. I have to just go F5 because it's just absolutely atrocious. But Kevin Togwato is battling up ahead. It's going to give the position, or give the chance for Vivos to get some positions. Accidentally bump drafts Togwa just a little bit of a tap, but that shoves him right forward. Meanwhile, as I want to watch this battle through. Vivos not going to try anything right there, but Arda slowly falling down the order just a little bit. In third place right now, going way too deep on that section. Going to park it actually. Maybe he's having lag issues. I did see his car moving around a decent bit. Lil Miata, however. Lil Miata up into second place. Charbatron, the only man ahead of him at the moment. And I do believe his just primary goal now is going to be to hunt him down and take that P1 spot off him. Goes a little bit wide there, actually. Not going to help him one bit. But let's keep our eyes on this battle of the McLarens. Vivos and Kevin. One after another, slipstreaming. Slipstreaming Kevin is Vivos. Down the main straight they go. A little bit of bump drafting still. Just the bump draft is powerful here with these cars. Kevin moves to the left just a little bit, giving him enough room. Very, very intelligent driving from him there, moving over to take the line, but still giving enough room for the guy to his left. Everyone's still so close after just 1 or 2 laps during this race. Jacques Olivier back up into P9 now, already getting back positions with 10 minutes left to go. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it, Arda. So unfortunate. It was really great watching you race for the time that you were able to race during this race. No, thank you, Arda, for turning up. Awesome stuff while you were still able to be here. That is Vivos turned around in the corner. Everyone scatters. And that, I would want to say, is just about 4 free positions for Jacques Olivier. So unfortunate for Vivos. Oh my goodness. Turn around in the middle of the pack and everyone scattered to avoid. Olivier getting all the luck in the world. My goodness. Did look very lucky in that instance. Oh my god. But this little group up at the top still very, very close. One of the Popovic and Rodolea in the 2 Supras side by side going into the next corner. Antonio letting the Mania take this one. Whoa, lots of oversteer right there. Giving it, as you say in the UK, a bit too much welly. And meanwhile up ahead, Jacques Olivier looking for the move. Looking for the move, am I Mosquito? No. Gonna try some late braking on Kevin here. Is Kevin gonna go later? No, he's gonna be conservative. We're going to let Jack take that P5 spot, but Jack still does have a decent bit of time to make up. if he wants to be getting closer to that little lead group we have. Philip Bauer, however, with the better exit, seemingly gaining on the two Red Bull liveried Supras here of Joao Guerra and Radulea. Already past Guerra. Antonio is slowing down almost. It seems to be going backwards for a little bit, but Philip Bauer making up about 2 positions here. Antonio still with the inside. Philip going to go a little bit wide. Very, very compromised exit, and that's going to leave the door wide open for Guerra. Up ahead, Popovic now going to be trying to swallow up Kevin into the long right-hander. Thank you to the 15 viewers who have now turned up, but I really hope indeed Charles can hold on for this victory at the moment. Jacques Olivier already up to 4th right now, making his charge up through the pack. Kevin in 6th. A little bit going to have a potentially compromised exit. Everyone checking up here at the moment. We've got so many cars in just a tight little spot right here. This is the thrill of reverse grid racing. Kevin still with that P6 spot, however, 2 Supras absolutely hunting him down at this very moment. Popovic right behind him into this next section with a slightly better run. Is he going to try and get alongside? Kevin's going to open it up just a little bit just to give him room. And now they come through the fog once again. Kevin and Popovic side by side before the next chicane. Who's going to come up on top here? Into the corner, we're going to see, give it a moment, Popovic coming through ahead of Kevin for now. Move made. Awesome stuff. Kevin falls down 6th. That is some interesting usage of the track right there from that bunch. Battling all up and down the field at the moment. It just does not stop, does it? Philip Bauer and Shiny Waffles side by side into the final corner together. Shiny Waffles is going to be very, very, very cautious on the braking. Letting Philip Bauer take it around the outside. Shiny goes deeper here and leaves some leeway for Vesselverhouden to potentially take that P9 spot off him if he's able to slipstream adequately along the main straight. Awesome stuff generally here. Still some awesome racing here at Monza. Vessel and Shiny side by side into T1. Vessel slightly later on the brakes. Oh, overcooks it, and that is a bit of a takeout. Oh my goodness, that is unfortunate. From Vesselverhouden and Shiny Waffles. Losing it, however. Oh, that is so unfortunate from him. Trying to find a way to get back on the track without killing anyone. Oh, so unfortunate there. Shiny Waffles falling down the order. The biggest punter pass of the century from Vesselverhouden up ahead. We do see Kevin and Philip and Joao Guerra coming together in that chicane. Joao coming out ahead. Don't even know what's going on anymore in this race, but that was quite a dive bomb again from these 2 drivers. Jacques Olivier, however, up into 3rd place, ahead of Togo Turbo, only 1.6 seconds now remaining between him and Lil Miata. It is going to depend on this final push from Jack as to whether he'll be able to get this win or not. Actually, sorry, he's 4 seconds behind Lil Miata, and Lil Miata 1.5 seconds behind Charbertrand. I am really rooting for Charbertrand to win this one. It would be awesome to see a very new face in this championship coming up to take the mantle off of the likes of Jack. Sorry, I went silent, lads. Don't yawn, it's catching. Sorry, guys. I like my yawns. Everything kind of settling right here at the moment. Togo about 1 second off of Jack. Jack not really getting the, not really running away with it. Well, actually, sorry, as I say that, he's probably going to be able to run away with it now as Togo gets way too much oversteer on the exit. Anto, P12 currently. Really decent performance from him at the moment. Following this little group here, hoping to make some inroads. He's going to sort of just follow these cars ahead. Watch and see what happens with them. See if there's anything he can take advantage of. Takes a little bit of grass there on the entry of that corner. Unsettles the car a little bit, but no harm done. Antonio, however, further ahead, very, very, very close to the back of Kevin. Kevin falling on some unfortunate times after starting 3rd or 4th on the grid. Just trying to hold off now from the Supra. But right behind Anto, very, very, very close, looking to make up any ground from this. Is he going to make it 3 wide? Looks in between the two of them. Little punt of Kevin. Kevin punts Antonio. Kevin going wide. Antonio just about able to stay on track. Kevin losing all the time in the world in this equation. Lomiata, however, making the move for the lead on Charles Bertrand. Together they are now, side by side, onto the main straight. Charles slips into the slipstream of Lomiata right here, right now. Let's go with an onboard of them. Charles Bertrand on the outside, Lomiata just edging forward, seemingly might be a little bit of lag there, but Charles conceding the lead in these last final minutes of the race. Charles going to try some later braking here around the outside, giving Lomiata the space, but not giving too much, but Lomiata able to make it stick. Better control, better exit, and the lead is now his to maintain. Bertrand now in 2nd place. Fight him. Arda says in chat, get back at him, go get him. Some movement here in the middle of the pack. That is some chaos going on right here. Ali taking the long route, taking the runoff and slotting back in behind. Not really a race to remember for Ali right here, right now today at Monza. Very unfortunate there to be losing positions like that. But Kevin, G750 and Juan all battling together. This has been a race with some non-stop action, I have to say. McLaren and 2 Alpines in battle together. Round the outside goes Kevin. G750 gives him the room. Awesome move made there by Kevin, trying to recover whatever he can from this unduly sabotaged race of his. Anto, however, now up into 9th in this race. Awesome stuff from him. He's been making progress, taking advantage of little incidents and stuff ahead. Rejoining him now, higher up than where I found him previously. Awesome stuff, however, in Antonio's car. Looking towards the inside, knowing that that's not going to work. However, getting a little bit more of that outside curb, gets a massive boost, has to really slow down behind Anto. But right now, I've got some battling here between these drivers. I don't know what's happened there, but some position changes happened for a moment on my timing sheet. P2 is where Charles belongs, it seems. It's that sort of Diego Charles curse of the P2. So I'm sure he'll be happy with a P2 in this race. Honoring Diego, who is rather busy right now and unable to do AF stuff. Togo and P5, however, not too far. Actually, sorry, he is quite far behind Jacques Olivier. Speak of the devil, Jacques Olivier now within a second of Charles Bertrand at the moment. There's so many good battles up in the field. Kevin and G750 for these lower positions. All of these guys still battling. Shiny going very deep into this corner. Whoa, absolute car park right here, and it's all ended badly. G750 and Shiny coming together. What on earth happened there? Kevin letting everyone through. What the hell's going on? Absolute chaos here at T1 in the lower pack. Still battling in the mid-pack, however. We've got a nice big train of cars right here, 4 of them to be precise. Ali at the back of it, following Radulea, Anto, and Vesselhausen up ahead. Following these guys through on the penultimate lap of this race, and I say that right now as Jacques Olivier getting past Charles Bertrand for P2. Now it is just a matter of whether Jack is able to get past Miata on this final lap. There is about 2 seconds almost to make up. Jack is going to lead one hell of a lap to get past Miata, and it's going to have to hope, pray even, for some misfortune to come or befool Miata on this final lap. Radulea and Yardimshire. I'm sorry, I lost the plot here. There's so much going on still at the moment. Another layer falling a little bit off the back of this group. Ali Adamshaw also falling behind now in P12th. Juan going back up into P11th here. But Jack Olivier setting a very, very, very quick lap right here. Charles not awfully far behind. Final lap now. Anto, Vesselverhouden having a bit of a battle in T1 and Vessel having to go wide there. Wonder what happened there. Anto is still in his position of P9. Antonio gonna maybe have the run on him. Into the long right-hander. Prody Z and G750 also battling at the back. Just absolutely non-stop action right here. What is going on? Mosquito very, very, very slowly through T1 right now. Vivo's side by side with him. Some battling here at the very back of the field. Gotta love it. Mosquito taking the grass for some reason. Let me check Jack actually. Although with 1.5 seconds to go, and the last few corners of this lap, I do wonder the likelihood of him being able to take P1 off Lil Miata. Lil Miata up ahead of him. Let's see if we can see Jack through the fog. Yes, we can just about see the Supra chasing him down. Final corner now for Little Miata of race 2 here at Monza. It seems he's basically done everything he needs to do to win this race, coming back from about 14th, 13th position. And Lil Miata is going to win here, race 2 at Monza. Awesome, awesome performance from him today to make it up through the field. Awesome performance to keep his cool, to overtake Charles and hold off Jack somewhat towards the end. All the other cars coming across the line now. Awesome battling from everyone. Anto not able to take any more positions than P9. Actually, Vessel letting him pass at the final corner, final straight actually. Maybe he believed that one of his moves was not on. And that leaves Anto in P8. Awesome performance from the father of our second place finisher here today. Ali Adam should P12. G750 going to come across the line to finish 13th. Shiny Waffles 14th. Prodigy last point scoring position in 15th. Vivos coming around the final corner now. Mosquito in hot pursuit for non-point scoring positions. Going to finish 16th and 17th, the two of them. Give that a quick no. But there you have it, everyone. A very, very, very entertaining race 2 here in round 4 of AF3 Season 8 here at Monza. Awesome, awesome stuff. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not bored of this race. This race was fucking awesome. I'm just tired generally. I slept too much, too much. We'll now leave this race and we'll go to our interviews. Okay, thank you for this thing. Interviews now. AF3, there you go. We got the good transition. I want to go with Lil Miata. I'll see if I can get him in here and see what he has to say. Hello, Little Miata.
Oh my god.
Oh
Martin.
my god. You got it, dude. You got the win. Awesome, awesome stuff, man. Tell me, just talk me through that. That was
Which
awesome.
race?
Race two.
Oh, so I got a gold start. I
You got a
was
very good
somehow
start. You got like you got to
yeah, after after the first lap I was P4 from P12, I guess, because I was P3 in the first race.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I overtook the guys.
You started P13.
Ali, shut up.
Oh, so P13. Overtook the guys, and I was catching up to. Well, sorry. First of all, I crashed with Arda. I somehow.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I was catching up to Charles, and uh, on the parabolic tire, I overtook him. And then I was just running away from Jack and him. So
Yeah, it got really close at the end. One more lap, and Jacques could have
I
had a
was going,
chance.
I was going safe at the last lap.
I could tell, yeah, you were really playing it because the only thing that would have given him that win at that point, in my view, was a mistake from you. So all you had to do was just keep it safe. But it really was crazy in this race because the T1 of lap one was just integral in both races. To be honest,
Mm.
if there's so much bumping around and moving, if you manage to play your cards right, you could make up like 6 or even 8 positions as you did. Jack also made up about 6 in the first lap, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then had
But
some incidents. Ali
yeah,
and Jack actually going very
mm,
wide at one point in that race, forgetting there was a corner. Um,
Oh no, no, no!
Actually,
I didn't
talk
go
us through
wide.
that.
Jack
Actually,
went wide, and also Juan also braked like 20 meters late, and Juan hit me into Jack.
yeah. I was
I
wondering
didn't
what
do shit. I
happened.
braked completely normally, and then Juan just went into me and hit me
oh
so
I,
bad.
yeah.
I I was wondering what happened
And
there.
then
And I asked,
apparently Antonio took out Juan, and that took me out again. And then Pro DZ light, which took me out again.
Yeah, you got very
So I didn't
unfortunate
have the
that
best lap.
race.
I got a pingu. I didn't know I wasn't lucky.
You
I
were
was very unlucky.
you had the bad luck. Sorry, man. See, Penguin may have left, but his bad luck certainly
Yeah, it
remains.
stays with us all.
But I must say, people, Miyata, very well done on that. That's a P3 and a win today.
P3
That's
and P1 two podiums for the first
Damn.
time, brother.
You
hell
might be like
yeah.
P3 in the standings, maybe.
Or
Yeah.
maybe P2. I don't know where the Jens is.
Somewhere like that, though.
Maybe even
Mm.
P2, P2, P3. I mean, trying to getting close to Jack is it's the name of the game, I guess, for the rest of the season. We'll see if anyone can do
Yeah,
that.
true.
Um,
Gaming.
but yeah, awesome stuff from everyone today. What did you guys think of the racing here? It felt first race did get a bit stagnant at one point. It was
Yeah, race
interesting.
one, I literally didn't race anyone out other than turn one.
Yeah, you were going behind me.
Yeah,
And I was
I was
battling with.
behind. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was battling
behind the
with
very
Joao.
front pack, and I was way ahead of the like best of the rest pack.
Yeah,
Which kind
yeah,
of
I
ended up
was
being the
battling
middle.
with Joao in race one for the P2.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that from like
But
3
the
seconds
race
away.
wasn't that. Well, it was quite boring, to be honest.
But race two did spice things up. I think this track is with
Yeah,
these cars. Unless you got stuff with high downforce, I think it can be difficult to have constant battling or make overtakes easy. A lot of the corners are quite difficult for that, I guess. But either way, yeah, I think that just about does it. I mean, I could also get Jack potentially for some comment. Although actually, no, he has left VC, and there's no one else particularly that I can really talk to. But
also, Matti, have you seen my move on Charles?
you know what, I don't think I actually caught that on stream. I was following a different.
No!
I
That was
was.
so good!
I think I caught the aftermath of it. To be honest, I need to go and find that. If you could maybe clip it
Mm,
or something. But
okay.
no, I know there was lots of battling in race two. Like loads of shit, even further all the way up and down the field. There was four-way battles and stuff. Um, cool stuff.
Nice.
But don't worry, bro. Don't worry.
Uh,
The move definitely happened, so you can find it
yeah,
and
the
clip it.
focus also quite nice, I think. So, very interesting. It wasn't that bad for my side. So,
Mm. Well, there you go, man. All right. Well, I do believe that'll be about it for today. Thank you, everyone who's still here for tuning in. Pretty good race here. And we now go into the mid-season break with AF3. When we
Also known
return,
as the
what's it?
Matti,
re-update time.
Jack is on VC, by the way.
Jack is on VC. Oh, okay. Let me get
Yes.
Jack before I. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Hello, Jack.
So
Hi,
we
Jack.
want to have a conversation.
Good set of races for you once again, P1 and P2. I mean, race one did seem like a fairly light to flag affair, but how was race two for you, having to make your way up through the field after a pretty chaotic lap one, I must say?
Well, yeah, race one was just kind of pace, so yeah. But then in race two, I got a good start. I don't know, P10 or something.
Yeah, P9 was
And then
there.
in the last corner, I was watching my mirrors way too much because I knew some people were behind me, so I was a bit scared of those people, and I missed my braking point by like 25 meters. And then Polly got hit by Juan, who then just like didn't really steer that much to try and avoid me, so he pushed me off in the sand. And
I was steering right, but who'd have thought when you get hit, your car kind of doesn't want to go where it normally goes.
You did
But
indeed
yeah,
get knocked into the sand pit.
yeah, so that's what happened. Then it was just like it was a fun race because I was not last, but pretty towards the rear, so I had a lot of overtakes and stuff. Like I overtook 2 people with 2 wheels on the grass at some point, which was quite scary but fun.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was a good race. Honestly, I had fun.
that's really good to hear. But one thing I wanted to ask as well was bump drafting. Watch it back on the stream, but there were times when I think it was Ali, Nemanja, and
It
Jack
was
were
Yeah.
battling. Your bump drafts, those were powerful. You got boosts
his
from that.
bump drafts gave me about 2/10 a fucking lap.
I was
Once
just,
on the start finish straight, and once on before Ascari gives you about 2/10.
I was
Like
baffled.
it let me, I think, overtake Jack for a little bit. At
Yeah,
least.
when you guys were
on
battling
the grass.
Yeah. It was really great battling there, and all with the help of goddamn bump drafting. But there you go. That was really really funny
So
to
yeah,
watch.
I wanna thank him for that. That actually helped me a ton.
It really must have looked like it helped.
I think I got like 2 overtakes with that.
Yeah, it just like a little
By
bit
the
of
way, by the
DRS.
way, Ali, didn't you crash to Nemanja in race 2?
I tapped him.
Oh,
He tapped me Tokyo race 2. Now I tap him in Monza race 2.
okay.
Yes, it is
Polaris.
the Polaris way. You must hit your teammate once every 2 races, or
Yeah.
he must hit you. Either or.
But there you go. I think that just about does it for this stream. AF3, as I said earlier, is going to take a break. Has the vote been done? Or do we know where we're going after the
No.
break?
I think it
Norris
has, and it's Norris ring.
Oh yeah, it is true. Norrisring. Yeah.
My apologies. Norris Ring
So
is
time
going,
for McLaren dominance.
hopefully.
I don't think it will, but yeah.
Hopefully another car can potentially dominate. Panel certainly won't do maybe very great at Norris Ring. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of straights, but the chicane,
It's got
it will die in the
straights.
chicane. It will die in the chicane.
Yeah, and
Uh,
the big breaking point that's curved.
Yeah, but so there you go. In 2 weeks' time, be sure to come back for that. However, the big event tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. UTC. Hopefully, it'll be streamed. I'm hoping Mosquito, please, or someone else, stream it. We will have the Daytona 240, 2 hours 40 of Daytona, with DPIs or the DPI, the Acura ARX05, and a whole host of GT3s. And furthermore, AF1, we're gonna have we're gonna have a break for AF1. Nothing this weekend. AF4 also on break, and AFX also on break. So this weekend it will just be the special for AF2. So be sure to hopefully tune into that. And be sure to take part in our weeklies. We've got 2 really good combos lined up for this week. A lot of people already checked in, so do be sure to check them out and potentially come along. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again hopefully tomorrow, and if not, on Monday. Thank you very much.